Maybe even beautiful. Ah, you returned. Very good. No doubt they were glad of your company. It's been too long since we have had visitors. Remember, if you have any questions or there is anything you need, do not hesitate to ask. Speaking of which, we must arrange food and lodgings for your stay. As friends of Master Matoya, we can ask for payment. But if you would be willing to lend a hand... Yeah, cool. Let's go. You're fortunate indeed to play host to such generous souls. The task I have in mind is simple enough. All I ask is you take a jug of water. Take a jug and water the crops in the square. May I help too? Of course. One of you can do the lifting, the filling, and the other the watering. Speak with Ezrabel when you have finished. She will be relieved to hear the crops have been tended to. While you take care of that, I'll see to your room and a warm meal. Alright then. I'll fill, you water. And there's our side quests. This is the only jug I could find which was small enough to lift. But I'm afraid there's a crack in the bottom. I need to hurry to the garden before all the water leaks out. Take the jug to the square before the contents leak out. 45 seconds. Return to Vinfilia for another one. AKA, you can't just wander aimlessly at this point. Watered half of the plot, and that's another jug of water to take care of the rest. Okay. Let's grab our side quests, and then we will go. Let's just mark that so it stays at the top, and then let's grab our quests from the area. You're that guest Master Matoya is telling us about. Please, you have to help me. Searched high and low, but I can't find my friend Carnes anywhere. Fury's run off to Fort Gone again. That's where he grew up. It was abandoned years ago after the Saint Eaters attacked. The place is teeming with all manner of beasts now, and Master Matoya has expressly forbidden anyone from setting foot there. I know what's gotten into him lately, but you have to find him before he gets hurt. You should find him first. Just you'll want to tell him our password. Tuk-tuk. He's the skittish sort, so don't delay in telling him, so you'll know you mean no harm. A moment, if you would. I'm recently returned from Bertol, but I fear something has happened to my comrades. Rights, they should have arrived here when I did. If not sooner. It was meant to be a simple sweep of the perimeter, dispensing with any raptors we spotted along the way. Would you be willing to search for them, in case they should return before you do? I'll remain here to receive them. If they're wounded or hiding, they're not like to reveal themselves to a stranger. You'll need our password, Tuk-tuk, but say the word and they will immediately know you for an Aloe Slitherbow. Hi Dark, what did I do now? Is there enough water for the plot? I mean, it's not exactly hard to wind up Mel. So, I don't really consider that to be a feat or anything I did. She's just pre-wound. Only half? Oh, let me refill the jug for you. Ah, only 30 seconds this time. How was your weekend? Yeah, but it's more like you look at her and she whines herself, so it's not really that complicated. And now we've been thoroughly watered. So let's... Nope. Nope, wrong spot. Mostly she's just complaining because I'm building Lego instead of doing art, but you know, when I'm done with the Lego, up next is a paint by numbers, which is kind of art, so... Ah, you're one of Master Matoya's guests, are you not? Perhaps you can assist me. To the west of here, in Lake Tusimekta, sits a tree which cradles an enormous crystal, fruit of the Protector. It is said to have existed even before the Empire of Ronka. I require the bark from this tree, and would ask you to retrieve it for me. I must make dyes for our clothes, you see, and is a most vital ingredient. As you might expect, eaters and all manner of beasts are drawn to its power. Were the woods not so rife with danger, I would go myself. Please say you'll help. I require but 4 pieces of bark to finish my work. I mean, I'm just following directions and putting Lego pieces together. Mel learned about Gundams in Gundam Unicorn today. That's what I remember. You are Marcon, yes? Master Matoya speaks highly of you. If I may, I would make a request of you. It's my duty to craft arms for the Knights Blessed, but I've recently found myself without tusks for spears. If Master Matoya is to be believed, and I have no reason to doubt her, you are skilled with blow darts. Might you be willing to assist me in hunting swine? If you are so inclined, meet me at the edge of Lake Tusimekta. There's no art request? What do you mean there's no art request? I thought you always requested art. I think I still have stud.io on this computer somewhere. Excuse me, miss. You're one of the visitors from the Crystarium, yes? I realize this is sudden, but may I ask you to gather something for me? Might I ask you to gather something for me when next you venture into the woods? I'm to hold a tea ceremony this afternoon, but only now remembered I have depleted my store of tea mushrooms. I have not much, but I will see you duly compensated for your troubles. They can be found to the south in the City of Swamps, but before you go, you'll need this, a preserving agent for the mushrooms. They are quite delicate, and prone to releasing their spores prematurely without it. You could gather 5, that will be more than enough. Besides, if you're gonna pick, like, a material, you have to provide... If I'm going to allow that, you have to pick a material in some kind of a prompt. Well then, travelers, I observed you earlier speaking with the others. Have you need of something? Water the crops? Oh, my apologies for not noticing sooner. I've been rather distracted of late. Watering the crops was always Todia's duty, but she's no longer with us. We have since taken to sharing the duty, though never with guests. You're most kind. Is there anything else we can do to help? We could plant something if you like. There is no need. The plot is small, it's true, but it provides us with enough to survive. We ask no more. Don't know how you manage. The Blessed not considered leaving. Life would surely be easier almost anywhere else. I can understand why you might say that, but the easiest path is not always the right one. Tell me, do you know our history? How our faith came to be? I don't feel bad about making it 10,000 points if you're gonna go off. No. Dark, no. No. Yes, I believe so. The Knight's Bless was initially formed by those who lost their homes in the wake of the flood. What began as an occasional gathering of survivors eventually grew into a community, which ultimately decided to strike on its own in the Roctiga Greatwood. I see you've read your history. But there is a history that is told, and one that is lived. That's an aspect of your life. Like so many in those times, the first of the Knight's Blessed lost everything. Oh, careful, do not knock over my coffee. That is important liquid. Their homes, their loved ones, all they held dear. Oh, am I over in that window now? To make matters worse, none could say what became of the souls of those lost to the flood, and their bodies were reborn as sin eaters. People were without answers, without hope. Gods having drowned along with everything else. It seemed that nothing was beyond the reach of the light. But soon they realized that where there is light, there must be darkness. And in that truth they found new faith. Belief that the souls of the departed could yet find peace beyond these burning skies and the sunless sea above. That is why we pray, for the safe passage of wayward souls onto that blessed black abyss, for the return of the night, that we might someday look upon the kingdom of heaven with our own eyes. That was the same time that I requested the infinite cat stack, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that was when I requested the infinite cat stack. Remain in these woods for the self-same reason of our founders first chose them, that we may lead lives of simplicity. The shade of these trees is a constant reminder of our faith. 6 is not infinite, Mel. So many seeking paradise in Yulmore. It's refreshing to find people who value a humbler existence. You're kind to say so. Many consider our way of life foolish, and so it must seem to those who yet cling to their worldly possessions. We need Godzilla. Show us your ridiculous Godzilla. In times such as these, when everything can be taken away in an instant, it is all too easy to lose sight of why we fight to go on living. It is not to hold fast to material things, but to hold those who went before us in our hearts, to keep alive the legacy they have left us. This we must do for them, our children, and generations yet unborn. To keep their legacy alive. There's a very needy cat on my lap. Very demanding. Ah, hi, Runar. I did the thing. Done tending to the crops already. Very good. Should not be long before your room is ready. Runar. The woods... Sin Eaters. I fear they may have the touch. Where? Grove to the southwest. For our mercy, they've yet to wander any closer to Slitherbow. We have no need to engage. Inform the guard that no one is to set foot outside the village until they have moved on. Sir, what of Tadia's Heartstone? It must be retrieved before the service. Of all the times for Sin Eaters to appear. Is going to leave them alone? Under normal circumstances, we would not hesitate in striking the beast down. But if they indeed have the touch, I will not risk them corrupting one of our own. What was it you said about a stone? 3 days passed. Tadia, a child of the Knights Blessed, was slain by the Sin Eaters. We succeeded in retrieving her body, but in our haste, we failed to notice her necklace was gone. Strung to it was a pendant of jade, her heartstone. All the Knights Blessed are given as such a stone at birth. It is the most valuable possession one can own. It is custom to present the heartstone to the deceased at their funeral as an offering to the heavens, but now... Hi. What if I could find it for you? Experience fighting Sin Eaters and the lights. Corruption does not touch me like it does others. Master Matoya called you Minfilia, did you not? Are you truly the Minfilia, descended from the Oracle? Even so, I dare not ask you to risk your life for the blessed. I understand how you feel, but I can't stand by knowing that your people are in need of, and I can help. Please, let me do this. Very well. If the danger proves too great, you must retreat. I can never forgive myself if we are forced to hold a second service. I forgot about Thancred. What if he returns before I do? Don't worry, I'll come with you. Bless you. Thank you. With you at my side, I'm certain we can deal with them in no time at all. Go swiftly, and may the shadows keep you both. Into the woods! That means I get to leave Slitherbow, which means... Do you know Lahi? Come on. Right about here? There. Stay back. That one say... Oh, right. I gotta say tuk-tuk. Tuk-tuk. Ah, thank goodness. When I heard you approaching, I just feared the worst. Spotted a raptor not far from here and thought it a suitable opportunity to train my companion, a hunter newly joined to the guard. Yet in my fervor for the hunt, I somehow lost track of him. The raptor is injured, but to leave it now would jeopardize our stores of food, or worse should anyone else cross its path. I must go after it. Do you search for him in my stead? Once you've found him, turn to Slitherbow and inform Marl that I've spotted a raptor and give chase. What am I looking for in here? Plans go awry? Okay, we're looking for... There you are. Tuk Tuk. goodness. They're hunting raptors and managed to corner a rather nasty one. Or so we thought. To taking it out of the backside, it let out the most blood-curdling scream. I was expecting it, but I panicked and ran all the same. Think my nerves will settle now, though. Expect I'll get an earful from Marilyn. I suppose I have it coming.